guys, so it is actually the following day. It is August 16th. Two things I definitely want to mention, differences that I felt yesterday. The first thing was energy. I mean, like crazy energy, like good energy. This was like a really nice, clean, sustained energy that I had all afternoon, all throughout the evening, literally until I laid my head down to go to sleep. And then I fell asleep, no problem at all. But it was definitely noticeable. I was good last night. The other thing that I want to make sure that I point out is that my appetite was, I don't want to say it was non-existent yesterday, but normally in the afternoon and then in the evening, I will always find myself kind of snacking on things, especially like when I'm getting dinner ready or, like after dinner, I'll feel like I need something. Yesterday though, I didn't feel that at all. And I normally have a smoothie in the afternoon and I had no desire to have it. But for me, because I don't do keto for weight loss at all, I have no desire to lose any amount of weight. It's not really a good thing having a suppressed appetite. For somebody that is trying to lose weight, or if their calories are really high and they need to be in a caloric deficit and they're having a problem with that, then definitely I see how exogenous ketones could help. Again, I can't speak for other exogenous ketones, but for Perfect Keto, that definitely had that effect on me. And then when it came to dinner time, I still wasn't super hungry. I had a giant salad, and halfway through it, I was like, God, I'm kind of full, which normally doesn't happen. I can like power through a huge salad in 10 or 15 minutes. Last night, it took me a little bit longer. Again, I don't do keto for weight loss, so it's really important for me to make sure that I'm eating enough calories, that I'm not in a caloric deficit. So last night it took me a little bit longer to eat my salad, and then when it came after dinner, I would normally have the coconut butter, some almond butter, something to nibble on, and a dessert. Last night I had no desire to, didn't have the same urge to, snack on things. So that was definitely noticeably different, and that I attribute to the Perfect Keto exogenous ketones. Today I am going to, it is about 11 o'clock, I'm going to do the full scoop of Perfect Keto in my decaf. I will come back and let you know how it goes. Alright, decaf coffee is made with a full scoop of Perfect Keto. I have not tasted it yet. Yesterday, the salt was more pronounced than the chocolate flavor, so I'm a little nervous trying it now with a full scoop. So, alright, here we go. It actually doesn't taste a lot different than yesterday, but I definitely taste it more, but it's delicious. It's delicious. Still more salty than it is chocolatey. Yeah, I could totally do this. Flavor isn't super strong. You definitely know something's in it, but it's not bad at all. So this is good stuff, good stuff. All right, I'm gonna finish this with a full scoop of the Perfect Keto. I don't know what to expect, although yesterday I did feel really good. So I'm gonna hope that's the case today, but even better. All right, I will catch you again soon. All right, so I just finished up about 8 ounces, so about half of my decaf coffee, and I went for a walk. Actually, let me back up for a second. Anybody that has done keto and they have been in ketosis, they'll understand what I'm talking about. One of the telltale signs that you're in ketosis is this like euphoric brain clarity, like creative, like it's like this surge of like just really good energy, right? And I remember when I first started keto, after I got over the keto flu, it's like this clouds like parted and it was like bright skies, and I know it sounds weird to people that have not done keto because they don't know what I'm talking about. But for those of you who are in ketosis or have been in ketosis, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So I finished the half of my coffee, went for a walk, and like, boom, it literally like within 30 seconds of being outside, I had that feeling, but it was like an overwhelming like kind of feeling. It wasn't just this like, you know, like gradual thing. It was like, boom, hit me all of a sudden. And I was like, oh my gosh. I started thinking of different videos and like content I could do. I wanted to jump on my blog and like write, and I was overwhelmed with these like great feelings. All feelings that I have had in this past year, you know, being in ketosis, but this one was just much more pronounced than it normally is. So, and I haven't had that feeling in a long time. Where it was like this. So, and that was only half of my coffee, so only, you know, half the amount of the Perfect Keto. But for now, my thoughts have definitely changed about exogenous ketones. I do see some pitfalls though, and how these wouldn't be a good idea for certain people, certain groups to take. And I'll elaborate on that a little bit more later on. But for now, I'm feeling good. I'm actually feeling so good right now that I think I'm actually going to work out. I haven't had my first meal. I'm still technically fasted. Well, not technically fasted because there was fat in my coffee, or there's calories in my coffee, so I'm not technically fasted, but I'm fat fasted, if that makes sense. So yeah, I think I'm gonna work out and see how that goes and see how the rest of the afternoon goes, and I will report back. For now though, definitely 2 thumbs up for exogenous ketones. I also wanted to mention that instead of keeping it hot, I went on my walk and then I decided to turn it into a iced version. So I have my ice decaf with my normal powders in here, collagen, L-carnitine, glutamine, a splash of unsweetened dairy-free milk, 1 scoop of the Perfect Keto chocolate sea salt, and then some ice. And it is just as delicious iced as it was hot. I did end up working out just for about 30 minutes, nothing crazy. And then I made myself my first meal. Honestly, took like 3 or 4 bites, and I was actually hungry going into eating. Took 3 or 4 bites, and I'm not hungry. Like that was enough for me to eat to actually feel like full, not full, but like comfortable. And there's so much left. So the bowl wasn't quite full, but that's honestly as much as I could get through. Like if I forced myself to eat this right now at one time, I would feel like sick to my stomach. So just wanted to update you that appetite is like way down. And I already commented on why that's not necessarily good for somebody like me that's not trying to lose weight. So yeah, definitely loss of appetite. All right, so just got back from getting our daughter at school, and we ran a couple of really quick errands, and it is now about, I want to say maybe 3 o'clock. Literally just walked in the door. I probably, if I had like a couple of glasses of water or iced tea or something like that, like just drank, I could easily go through until dinner time. But I'm gonna go ahead and finish what I had made for myself for my first meal, and then still have dinner tonight like I normally would. But I easily could not eat right now. Like, I could eat, but I also couldn't eat, if that makes sense. Me, I'm gonna go ahead and eat, and I'm gonna finish this because I am not trying to put myself into a caloric deficit and lose weight. So I'm gonna eat.